Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be picking up girls on vacation. Well, I've got a really good success story from a guy who used what he learned in my book and in my videos, and also it's like a variation of that article I wrote many years ago called How to Get Women to Approach You First. And so he took that philosophy, went on vacation in Cancun, Mexico, interacted with a bunch of different women at the resort that he was staying at. And what was really cool is he created a nice steady stream of women that he had met and talked to at the resort that would actually seek him out and seduce him, because unlike every other dude that these women encountered, he behaved, what I love about it is that he did such a great job of, because if you think about it, when you have lots of choices, lots of options, you're in an abundance mentality. And when you have too many choices and too many options, you need data for your analysis, if you will, so you can decide who to let in and who to let go. And it can really work great to your advantage, especially when the world is full of 97% dudes that are just desperate to get any woman to sleep with them. And a guy like this strolls in, doesn't really do a whole hell of a lot, but it's just how he shows up, what he does, what he says, what he shares, that just creates a great vacation for him. So I had a quote that I wrote, and I'm going to go through his email. And the quote says, having an abundance mindset and cultivating a life and lifestyle that gives you an overabundance of choices and options will put you into a superior position of leverage that makes it easy to get what you want in your personal and professional interactions. When you have too many choices, you must be discerning and take your time to gather data on all prospects so you can make an informed decision to pick the best option. When you have no choices or options, this is where most guys are, this causes you to be hungry, desperate, and needy, and overcompensate by trying too hard. Power, like a river, flows to you effortlessly. Force wears you out, demoralizes you, saps your confidence, and repels what and who you want. Learn to think from the end by behaving in ways that are consistent with having too much of what you want. Abundance makes you feel peaceful and relaxed. Scarcity makes you fearful, nervous, and causes you to doubt yourself. You will always do your best when you are peaceful and relaxed. It's one of the reasons why I live on the beach. It's like shorts and t-shirts all day long, especially in the middle of writing my book, my second book, doing these videos, coaching clients. Like, I just love it here. I just love the ocean. And I can open up my sliding glass doors, especially at night, and just hear the waves on the beach. I mean, it's fucking amazing. You have no reason to be stressed when you live on the beach. So it's like, in other words, set your life up and your lifestyle to where it facilitates and enables you staying in the most peaceful and relaxed state as you can. Now, the way life is, things aren't always going to be easy going and relaxed, but the more, like when I compare my life now to where I was years ago when I had 2 business partners and 40 employees when I was in real estate, this was up before I got all involved in network chiropractic care and stuff, is like my physiology was stuck in a stressed state. So my business relationships, many of the employees that worked for me, even a lot of the people that I hung out with, and including the women that I dated at the time, brought lots of stress and drama into my life because that was the state I was in. Literally, physiologically, I was in a stressed state. And so my whole life, even the way I structured the business and designed the business, continued to give me a lot more stress. Versus like how I live now, that everybody works for me other than one person is an independent contractor. I mean, everybody works remotely. They make their own hours, their own times. I give them objectives that I want done, and for the most part, they just handle it. And it's compared to, I mean, it's a night and day difference, the business that I have today versus having that big operation with business partners and 40 employees and dealing with all those personalities. And it's just, I'm at the point where I'm at in my life, I am the happiest I've ever been. I'm just so grateful I get to get up and live the way I do today. It's just, what a gift. And thanks for watching. And by the way, I know you guys love the chair. What do you think? You know, it's weird. I see these comments on my YouTube channel. People are going, "Hey, Corey, that green screen it really sucks. It looks bad." I'm like, I'm sitting in a fucking chair in my living room, and there's a picture here. It's kind of like a drawing. Some people see that, oh, is that a woman? Or maybe it's a corner of a room. But it's just, you know, this is my computer here. It's like, it just reads some of the comments. It's like some kind of conspiracy. You're sitting, like another guy was telling me I'm sitting in some television screen. Like like this is a TV screen and not really me. I don't know how people get that. It's like, okay, or whatever. So let's go through this guy's email and see what he did. Hi, Coach. I just recently returned from a trip to Cancun, Mexico, and I had an amazing time. I'm currently single and would like to eventually end up in a relationship, but in the meantime, I read your amazing book, and while I was on vacation, I practiced your techniques mentioned in the book and the principles of hang out, hook up, and have fun. It's actually hang out, have fun, and hook up. Got to do it in the right order. That's important. A lot of guys get that wrong. From the first day of my vacation, I met a lot of amazing women at the bars, in the pool, at the beach, in the coffee shops, and at random places at the resort. Now look what this is the difference that makes the difference. This is the difference that sets him apart in an abundance mentality. Remember, before I tell you what he did and said, think from the end. If you had too many choices, if you had too many options, you know, when you're young and you don't have a lot of experience, it's great. Or especially like if you've been married for the same woman for 20, 30 years and you haven't been with anybody else since high school, you got to find out what you like and what you don't like. So it's very healthy to date around and hook up and experience that so you can figure out what you want. But the difference that makes a difference is like, how would you behave? Like in this particular case, if you just got up from having sex all night with a girl and you go to have some breakfast or lunch at the restaurant or the bar, you're not going to be hungry. You're not going to be like, oh, I got to get laid. You're going to be like, oh, I need to let the skin grow back on my dick. I'm fucking raw. I mean, you're going to have a different perspective. And if you got 3 or 4 women going, hey, when can I see you? I miss you. And you just got out of your bedroom with a woman you've been up with all night, versus a guy that's been laying in his bed at night all night wishing he had a girl with him, completely different vibe. So thinking from the end and thinking as if you just get your brains fucked out for the last month and the last thing you want to do is hook up with another girl, how would you be? How would you think? How would you talk? What would you be focused on? You would be focused on meeting women. You'd be focused on enjoying your time in Cancun, Mexico. So here's what he did. He said, I would talk to a woman only for a maximum of 5 to 10 minutes. I'd tell them that I'm from Canada. I get to know them, and so forth. After 10 minutes, though, I would say, I'm just heading to the beach, or I got something going on. Now, he did ask me towards the end of the email to critique him, so one of the things you could say, I'm heading to the beach if you care to join me. Or, I got something going on later, but I might be around the bar later tonight if you want to meet up and have a drink. Give her a hug, kiss on the cheek, see you later. Give out your WhatsApp info or your phone number so you make it easy for her to contact you. If you want to just completely, because think about it, if you got too many girls calling you, the last thing you're going to do is get a phone number to call somebody else. Nice meeting you, and I will see you later. And on to the next, while at the same time enjoying my vacation. That's the difference. It's subtle, but it's night and day different. Because instead of a woman having her guard up from a guy who's trying to get in her pants, here's a guy that's, in essence, trying to get away from her. Because he's already got too many choices, too many options, and he only wants to spend his time with women who really like him and really want to be with them. And the ones that really like him and really want to be with him, they'll track him down. Which is exactly what happens. By the second night, I bumped into a woman who I met previously in the pool. I chatted with her for a bit, and then she asked me to join her for a drink. But that's not supposed to happen because men are supposed to be the pursuers. I see that comment from time to time on my YouTube channel. Some women get just pissed off. Oh, it's got to be 50-50. The man's got to pursue. Women shouldn't have to pursue. But here's a woman on vacation pursuing him and offering to buy him a drink. But that's not supposed to happen, right? We ended up in the nightclub, getting it on and having a good time. That was really hard. You just kind of walked into that one. 2 days later, I bumped into another woman, and she said that she spent 30 minutes of her time looking for me and wondered where I was last night. Because he starts talking to you, he's engaging in conversation, he's totally not attached to anything happening one way or another. He's just getting to know this stranger that he met. Maybe he likes her, maybe he doesn't. He's not really sure. Again, if you have lots of choices and lots of options, you need some information. You need some data for your analysis, if you will, so you can decide whether or not you want to progress things. Versus a guy that's just, hoping she'll give him a taste of the punani. Instead, I'm not really sure if I like this girl enough yet. I talked with her for a bit, but she was with her friends at the time. I gave her my room number and said, I'll catch you later. The following night, I had an unexpected knock on my door, and she was there. What a coinky dink. I mean, you think about it, that's pretty cocky. A guy who's desperate is like, what's your room number? I'll come and show up. I'll come knock on your door later. Maybe you'll be around. No, he's like, hey, this is my room number. Night and day difference. The difference that makes a difference right there. We hung out on the balcony, talked, kissed, and we ended up hooking up. The sex was amazing. In addition, because he's behaving like a guy that gets laid all the time. Even though this might have been one of the first times he really felt the balls to use the things that he's learned. But look how well it's working for him. All the other 97%ers literally chase these women right to come and knock on his door. Other women who I had met throughout the trip would approach me and invite me to have a lunch date, and others would ask me to hang out with her group of friends. All in all, I met a lot of amazing people and I had a great time. It's a great victory, dude. What a great vacation. Just think when you're 80, 90 years old, you'd be like, oh yeah, remember that girl from Cancun? That other girl from the pool in Cancun? I'm wondering if you can make a video newsletter with my story and provide some feedback. Well, like I said, other than that one thing in the beginning, or if you care to join me, was the only thing I would have thrown in there, but it doesn't matter because you still ended up hooking up with those girls. That tells me that obviously they really were digging you. And they were probably wondering, why didn't he stay around and try to talk to me? Does he not like me? Is he not attracted to me? Remember, it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. So he starts talking to him in the pool, and then he leaves. It's so confusing. What's the deal with that? I gotta find out. Women are like cats like that. It's just the way it is. I didn't make him that way. You don't like it? Talk to the big man upstairs. I'm just a messenger. I probably could have done better with the women who I met. Now that I am at home, I'm still practicing your strategies by getting myself out there, meeting people and greeting them with a smile, but at the same time enjoying my career, working out the gym, and enjoying my life. You're focused on your mission and your purpose like an alpha male should be. And that's why these things just happen. I am very simple-minded, easygoing type of guy, but my goal is to have nothing but the best relationship possible. Well, it's good to also sample the all-you-can-eat buffet before you decide which dish is your favorite. Men and women both have to do that. And let's face it, women, especially when they're in their early 20s and often college, that's when they really get to experience it. Again, I really enjoyed reading your book, and I enjoy watching your videos. They helped a lot, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do for guys like me. Well, for those of you that haven't read my book yet, you're in luck, because you can read it for free by going to my website, subscribe to the email newsletter. You'll get a link in your email. Click that, saying, yes, I want to subscribe, and it'll take you right to the members area where you can start reading. So you don't have to pay for anything. The only cost is your name, or a name, and your email address. And if you'd like to get the audio book, you can get the audio version of my book for free by doing an Audible free trial. I mean, it can't get any more low risk than that. I mean, who else believes in their material enough to give everything away for free? I haven't seen anybody else yet that does that. It's like, that's the best way. If you got a good product, people will buy it. Obviously, if your stuff sucks, then obviously you're not going to be able to afford to give everything away. So if you got a situation you'd like to get my help with, it could be personal or it could be professional, career oriented. Go to my website, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book whatever option works for you. And I will talk to you soon.